up, everybody? We're back with the Ball Knowledge Podcast. We're going to talk some basketball today. And so I brought in my boy, Logan. Logan, you want to introduce yourself to us and talk about some of your basketball fandom?
What's up, gang? My name is Logan. I am a basketball broadcaster based out of Logan, Utah. Go Aggies. I'm a student at Utah State, and I've been calling high school basketball games here in my hometown for 4 years now. I'm a big Utah Jazz fan. I love the Utah State Aggies, like a lot. And yeah, that's me.
Heck yeah. Logan has some of the deepest basketball ball knowledge I've ever seen.
You can't
Also,
glaze me
randomly,
like this.
you also have some of the most random roller coaster ball knowledge I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's
up with that?
Very true. Yeah, so it's this little condition called autism.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's your obsession. It's not trains.
I've been on
roller
like
coasters.
well, it's kind of trains if you really think about it.
It has to be trains.
It's on a track.
It's like NBA role players, as you can see. I got the Derek Favors jersey right here. Derek Favors is the GOAT. Audio listeners, sorry, I guess, but I have a Derek Favors jersey. Yeah, Derek Favors is the GOAT. And yeah, let's get rolling, shall we? Enough about me.
Heck yeah.
Enough about me.
Heck yeah. And then we got Jackson and Adam back. Jackson, tell us about your basketball ball knowledge and fandom.
Well, weird thing about me, I love basketball, but I've never really claimed a team ever. You know, if I claim any team, it'd probably be the Sixers just because, I'm a Philly fan, born in the area. You could say that. But at the same time, I've never really claimed a team. Apart from that, I played basketball for several years, and I've always stayed up to date. I think I was probably the most into basketball in that Cavs Warriors era. Yeah, big lover of random basketball history.
Wildcats, right?
Go Cats! Go Cats! Go Cats!
This is the year. They're finally going to get it.
I agree with you.
I hate to sound like a Cowboys fan, but this is the year. This is our year.
Adam's shaking his head. Adam, who do you have winning it all? Michigan?
Michigan. Yep.
That is a
Well, tell us about
scary
your fandom again.
I am a Oklahoma City Thunder fan. I've been a Thunder fan since I moved to Oklahoma City. Since I'm a Missouri guy, we haven't really had a team. I mean, we had a team, but that was several years before my time. Moved to Oklahoma City when I was like 4 from Seattle. And, it was a team I kind of liked. They had cool colors. I liked them as a kid. It's when you're 4, it doesn't really matter. They had cool colors. And they had a bison as their mascot.
That's pretty sick.
What's his name? Rumble?
Rumble the bison. Yeah. And then for college, I'm a big Mizzou guy. So, I've been known to root for SLU when Mizzou was out of the tournament. But Mizzou Tigers all the way. We have all that NIL money for what? Dennis Gates is here for what? No
Thanks, Stan.
playoff success.
Hey, you get in.
Shout out Stan Kroenke.
Shout out
You get in the
Stan, shout
tournament.
out the
That's
city.
more than the University of Utah and many other Power 4 schools with lots of NIL money can say. So
That's true. That's a good
But
point.
the
Yeah.
U is too busy
Interestingly so.
paying their coach $13 million a year to go somewhere else. So they got other things to worry about.
Yeah. Also, I just appreciate that we recorded 2 podcasts and both of them have referenced Stan Kroenke. So I maybe that should be a tradition going forward.
Shout out Stan Kroenke.
We
Always-
just got 2
always-
shout-outs so far.
just
to
learned
Stan
who he
Kroenke
is
and
right
the
now.
city.
Just
The
barely.
city.
Shout out the city. That's a
Shout
city
out the
reference.
city.
Last but not least, I'm Benjamin. I'm the host. Not a basketball guy. Like Adam mentioned, the Sonics were stolen from my birth city when I was very young, probably in my potty training years. And so just never really been into basketball, but I'm starting to get into it over the last couple years. Watching BYU basketball has been kind of fun when the Tater Tot is not injured. And DeBonsta's a beast, so that's cool. And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
Sonics are coming back. 99.9% sure the Sonics are coming back.
That's
Go back your
that's the
poopy
consensus
diaper
at this
years.
point. It's confirmed.
Yeah. Maybe I should go back into potty training so they stay. I don't know.
You
But
can just poop your diaper and you'll be back.
there you go. Bring the Sonics back. Maybe that'll be the way to kind of like fast track that. But I feel like that's as good a place as any to let's start off the conversation by talking expansion. I feel like that might be the most relevant NBA news going on right now is the expansion talks. I can kind of let Logan kind of handle this conversation. And
Sure.
We're
Yeah.
talking expansion for the NBA, and it sounds like it's almost without a shadow of a doubt going to be Seattle, and then it's most likely going to be Vegas along with that.
Yes.
Is that
that's
accurate?
correct.
And
That is correct.
Okay.
And
So what's the news on that?
I believe I believe it's confirmed now. The expansion's confirmed. This is something that's been rumored for 2 or 3 years now, but seriously went into talks a couple months ago during All-Star Weekend. The NBA's Governor's Board received pitches from a bunch of different cities with team concepts. The Vegas team concept had a terrible name. I hope that's not the final. But of course, the two best pitches were from Vegas and Seattle. Now, for all of you 2K enjoyers out there, the single best mode in NBA 2K is My League Expansion. And when I would play My League Expansion when I was like 15, I would always put a team in Vegas. Because I was born in Vegas. I love Vegas. Now that it's actually happening, like I'm excited about it, but I'm a little nervous. Because Vegas is a very touristy city. Basically, all it's doing is adding another home game on the roster. Well, 2 home games on the roster for the Lakers and another home game on the roster for every other Western Conference team. Because Vegas is just a fun city to go to. I just went to Vegas to watch Utah State play. And it's fun. It's just fun to be in Vegas. Now, Seattle, very exciting. I hope that they get their franchise history back.
That is guaranteed.
Thunder.
That was part of the lawsuit when they left Seattle.
Awesome.
I researched that because I was curious about that because they have a title, they have the mascot, they have all that history, and
Are they going to be the
where does it
Sonics again?
belong?
Is that the...
Yeah, the lawsuit when they left Seattle was that the name would go back if in the event that Seattle would get a team back, they get the name, history, logo, colors, they get all of that back. Yes. Including their title.
So, Logan, you said something about how the team in Vegas is going to have a terrible name. What was that?
I don't even remember, honestly. Like, it was just like,
So I've heard a couple.
I think High Rollers might have been it. And that's like, it's not like awful, but it's not really good.
What
it's
is it?
two,
It's like,
two
I know
words.
it's just a gambler, but your mascot's a gambler. Yeah.
Well,
So might as well name
the
your
way
team
that
the
NBA
house.
is run.
Yeah, that's true.
The
Big
Aces.
shout out to Adam for that. Yeah, I know.
That's-
Well, the biggest problem is that Sacramento has the Kings, and
Mm-hmm.
the WNBA has the Aces, and those are like the 2 best names to mention, to like reference cards, but not. Now, my personal pick is either like the Venom and have a rattlesnake mascot, or like the Vipers and have just a snake
The
mascot.
Venom
'cause
is
the
sick.
V's,
The Venom's
V is
low-key
tough.
sounds like a WNBA team.
One interesting thing
Ah,
about
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Logan, is that the Vegas Vipers might be trademarked because I believe that was an XFL name. And then
Oh.
the Gamblers is also currently an XFL name. But one interesting idea that I did hear, and I want to hear Jackson's opinion on this, would be the Vegas Jacks. Because not only is that a card, but it could also be short for jackpots. That is an idea that I have heard. I want to know your thoughts on that, since that's your name.
I mean, I just think it's just a big nothing burger, honestly. Like, I understand the thought of, like, keeping, the culture of the city is gambling, right?
The city.
But I just don't feel like there's a lot of names that are really, like, they don't strike fear in the hearts of anybody, Not that every team has to, but it's just like, the Jacks? I mean, I don't know. Not every team is, like, exactly a thing. It's kind of like a concept. Like, Lakers, like, I don't know. To me, it's just kind of a whatever.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of names that you could like tie to the city, but at the same time, it's also like maybe you just kind of throw that out and like, all right, we just need a cool name. It doesn't have to do anything with our city. Like think about the Raiders, right? When they move to Vegas, it's like, okay, it's the Raiders. When the Athletics are going to be moved there, it's like, what does the Athletics have to do with the mascot's an elephant? What does that have to do with Vegas? Nothing.
I'm looking at this this article by The Athletic, and it shows several options of what it could be. It says the Jokers, the Blackjacks, the Sharks. That could be cool. The
Shout out
Oasis,
Shanghai.
Diamonds, the Babies.
The babies. That'll strike fear in the hearts of their
What do we-
opponents for sure.
Quick
Yeah.
question.
This
Yeah,
one, though-
what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I think if we do that, we lose the plot, I think.
Over.
Plot's gone.
Just relocate the team already.
This one, though, this last one, I like this one. The Dealers. I think that's
It's
good.
all right.
See, but in Vegas, that could mean gambling or that could also mean drugs.
Because if you think of a basketball context,
Exactly.
I think of like a playmaker.
He's dealing.
a
He's
dime
dealing out
dropper.
there.
He's dealing.
See, that
know?
sounds more like baseball to me, though. I don't know. Adam, if you had to name,
think of Chris Paul.
if somebody hired you and they're like, we need a creative director, what are you naming an expansion NBA team in Vegas?
The Vegas Sin, no doubt. I mean,
Sin.
that is Sin
It's actually
City.
kind of tough.
And you have a Sun
Like
Devil.
you've got so many vices in that city, and if Vice City is taken, that's Miami. Sin City, fantastic. I'm thinking about when I'm doing a 2K expansion draft. I'm thinking, what are my jerseys going to look like?
Oh yeah.
What is my marketability going to be? What am I, now, especially with the NBA's in-season tournament, you've got the special court designs, you've got the city edition jerseys. About all the directions you can go. If you set your niche as gambling, you can only go so far. But if you're the sinners, you've got so much room to work
Oh
with.
man, you got 7 of them.
Yeah,
7 whole sins.
I
and
want to
those are
see
the
what
only
the
ones that are
glutton
deadly.
ones would look like.
Glutton.
Yeah.
The little
Man.
hamburger action.
The Vegas
that'd be
Glutton.
fantastic.
The Vegas Sin will be announcing a 7-year City Edition jersey series covering all 7 deadly sins. Year 1, lust.
7 is one of the go-to
Pride.
numbers for gambling.
Lust?
That
I
is
don't know if I want to see that
That is
one.
the number for gambling.
Lust.
Man,
I mean, in that same vein, there's no professional team like outside
Vein?
of college
Vanity?
called the Devils.
Vanity's a
well,
sin,
yeah,
isn't
the
it?
New
Bro,
Jersey Devils.
Just cut it all out, call it the Las Vegas Lust, and let's move on.
Yeah, so.
The Las Vegas Lust. Wow, that's a great team name. I feel like the jerseys they would fit in well with the cards that are all over the sidewalks in Vegas.
Yeah.
You get LaMelo Ball on that team, that Lust LaMelo Ball jersey is going to go in absolutely quadruple platinum in frat houses across America.
Who's your sponsor patch then? Like for the Las Vegas Lust, who's your
Playboy.
sponsor patch. OnlyFans.
Playboy, OnlyFans. There you go. How
Playboy
about,
can
how
be a
about just
tough
making sure that we do not let Karl Malone coach the team.
Oh, brother.
Oh, shout out Jazz. Shout out 13.
The big 1-3.
I don't want to talk about Karl Malone. Yeah, I don't want to. We don't claim him.
All right, next
Hey,
topic.
wait. One more joke about Karl Malone, then we'll move on. Why do you never buy a car from Karl Malone or John Stockton car dealerships?
Why?
Because they will give you the car, they'll sell you the car, but you will never get the title.
Oh.
Oh no! As he cries.
All right, let's move on.
All right, let's talk Supersonics. In the event that we do see expansion go through, because as far as I know, the last I saw, and I'm not super tapped in, I should be because I'm excited to actually start watching the NBA when I have a team. But
Good
I
luck.
heard that
It's impossible now.
yeah. How many streaming services do I need to be subscribed to?
4.
Four?
Yeah, 4 main
That's
ones.
less.
Yeah.
That's less than baseball so far, and we're only like 6 games in. So whatever.
And blackout areas. Like if you are close to a team when you get a subscription service, you're done, buddy. Welcome to Stream East.
Yeah.
Time to
Shout
get
out
cable
Stream
again.
East.
Legally,
That's true.
none of us
That's
do.
true.
Yeah.
I don't
Real.
do that. That's true.
Piracy.
So last I
Arg.
saw, they voted in favor of moving towards an expansion. Have they officially voted to expand? Like that is a confirmed thing that they are moving towards.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, so
We kinda
expansion
talked about
draft.
I think
That's-
it's going to start in 2027.
This
All right.
next season or in 2 seasons?
Oh, wait,
28,
2028,
29.
yeah, 27,
28, 29.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say that the draft is today, right? It's not. Who are some targets that, as the coach of Vegas or Seattle, who are some targets that you're looking to draft that might not get protected? This is open to all 3 of you.
Okay.
Jared McCain is going to be my big one. Or like honestly, Jared
He says
McCain. I
wearing
don't
a
think
Jared McCain jersey.
I don't think he's going to get protected.
Those
I
YouTube
think
videos
that-
are going to go crazy.
Oh man, I think
I got picked in
oh,
the
man.
expansion draft.
Look, man, he's a hooper.
He's a good player.
I think the Thunder are. I guess this is biased, but are ridiculously deep, and any of the Thunder players that aren't protected probably go 1 or 2.
Yeah, they don't.
Outside
they
of
don't have
that,
holes.
it's going to
The
be
Thunder
bad
are going to get
contracts.
pillaged by the expansion draft.
Yeah. Well, luckily you can only draft 2 players, like 1 player for each team. So
Yeah,
they can only pick 2 players from the Thunder, and then that's it. I think Paul George goes pretty high. Horrible contract that the Sixers are looking to get off of, and he just put up 39 the other night.
He definitely sells some tickets for a new team. That's for sure.
How-
sure.
He's a big name.
How old is Paul George these days?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Not
He's in his
40.
30s, man. 30
36,
32?
37.
Oh, I thought he was.
Oof.
No, he's older than that. He's been around a while. I mean, his rookie year was 2013. It's 2026.
36, 35. He's 35.
Sorry,
Here are
I'm
my
off-
2 guys.
Off by a year.
All
By
right,
the
let's hear
time the
'em.
draft rolls around, one of these guys is probably going to be out of the league, and the other one will probably be back on his feet. But right now, the two guys I'm looking at, one, Zach LaVine, plug and play, immediate offensive, just dynamo, right? LaVine, if
Versatile.
you just, he's like a team player, not great, right? If you want him to succeed, not going to be great, but he can give you 20 and 6 and pretty fun to watch, right? My other guy I'm thinking about, now this is a guy that, oh, I have three, never mind. These two
There's
guys
some more
at
too.
one point are probably like the most untouchable players in basketball. Now you could literally not pay another team to trade for them. John Morant and Zion Williamson.
Yep,
I was
those
I was
are
gonna
two
ask
of
about
mine.
Zion.
Yep.
John Morant and Zion Williamson because right now they are not really in great situations. They're actively bringing their team down. And if I'm a GM trying to sell tickets, nobody sells tickets like John Morant. He is
Or
he is
jerseys.
he is basketball, bro. He is, and I mean, let's be real. Part of it is that Memphis has had the greatest jersey run in NBA history in the last 8 years, but like 7 years. John Morant, man, oh my gosh, I would love to have him on a new expansion team just to get him in a new system, maybe a fresh start for him because I know he needs it. And yeah, Zion,
Give him
same
the
deal.
keys again.
Give him
Yeah,
the keys, yeah.
and the Zion thing I was actually going to ask about because I saw that. I saw Zion and Bronny James as like two guys to look for in terms of resurrecting their careers.
What do we? What Bronny James,
Yeah,
Ronnie, who had a heart attack?
Bronny.
I don't know.
That's
I
your-
saw it
Like
on Instagram.
where,
I
like
saw it on
where
Instagram.
in the lottery, or I guess where in the
I don't
expansion
know.
draft are you thinking? Like high
Is he
or
draftable?
like
How
low?
many rounds we got in an
Yeah, he's
expansion draft?
draftable. 14 or 15. I think it's
So
14.
there's 28 players are selected in an expansion
Okay.
draft.
Yeah, so 14.
So you
Yeah.
take him in the second half of that. How much upside is there?
He's a demon in the G League, but he's proved to not be able to do anything in, the NBA. He's
The
a
Mac
demon in the
McClung
G.
effect.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I've seen him
Could win
get
some
mocked
dunk
to pick
contests.
a few times because he's the leading scorer in the G League.
Yeah, he's
And he
dropped
puts
like
up 50
60-point
consistently.
games
Yeah.
like it's nothing in the G League, and then he comes
Human
to the
highlight
NBA
reel
on
in
a
the dunk
10-day
contest.
contract, can't do nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got super egotistical this last year and was like, I don't want to play for a team if I'm going to be on the two-way. I'm not going to do the dunk contest, which, I mean, okay, man, but dude, you've got a niche.
Bro,
You've
just-
got a role. Let's
just
do
get
it.
your
Let's
bag.
run the right. Come on. That's a free $1 million that you didn't have.
Really?
I got another one. I think Tyler Hero is not going to get protected. I don't think the
Oh,
Miami protects
yeah.
him.
Yeah, he'd be
I
a
don't
good
see any world where he gets protected by Miami. They've got to pay Bam. They're going to pay Kalel at Ware. They're going to have to pay Jaime Jaquez. Like,
Norman
there's a lot of
Powell.
money that's going to have to come out. Yeah. Well,
I think
I don't know if Norman Powell will fetch that much of a bag.
yeah, but I think Norm Powell has kind of just taken Hero's role on the Heat of like
Yeah.
the offensive shooting guard that just comes in and plugs in, just gets buckets. Like Hero, very unreliable. He's injured all the time. Defensively, nah. And
I mean, he'll sell a jersey.
Oh,
He
yeah,
will sell
yeah.
a jersey.
any of those cold white boys do.
Lou Dort, what do we think about the Dortcher
Oh, no.
chamber?
I think Lou Dort should not be in the NBA.
Anyways, Jackson, who's your guys that you're looking at? Do you have any names?
I like what Adam was talking about. Honestly, any role player on the Thunder system, I think could bring something good. Like you were saying, Lou Dort. I think it could bring good depth. I mean, the one reason it wouldn't be great for the expansion, I think, is because they don't bring kind of like the same effect that a John Moran or Tyler Hero brings, where they just kind of bring the pizzazz to a team. But I mean, before, when I was thinking of like who could go to expansion team, I think John Morant's the perfect guy for a new expansion draft. I mean, I think they could use some sort of veteran talent somewhere in there. Who that would be? I mean, you can pick any sort of guy that's been in the league for a minute and stick him on there.
One name I saw was Kevin Durant, since his contract will be nearly up, and he started out on the Sonics.
I could see Kevin Durant going back to the Sonics for a farewell tour, but I don't think it would be via the expansion draft. I think he would just sign.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Another name that comes, you were talking about veteran leadership, and like one name I always think of when it comes to just plug and play veteran has just been decent in every system, and in 2K he's literally in every expansion draft because he's kind of on a bad contract. John Collins, another one of those guys that's just like exciting to watch, throws down crazy dunks. He's a good vet. I like John Collins a lot. I think he will likely be on expansion teams.
What do you think about Anthony Davis potentially in expansion draft?
I think I think at this time he's too high tier of a player. With the Wizards just making that swing for him, I don't think we'll see him getting moved to an expansion team unless the Wizards experiment goes terribly.
Which it will.
Yeah, I
Which it
suppose
will.
so.
I
guess
think
this
that's
is
likely.
this hypothetical as if it's today. So
Oh yeah, that's
if
true.
it's in 2028, more potential.
Yeah.
That's fair. My thing is when you think about where these are going to be located. If we're thinking about Las Vegas, you have to draft with maturity in mind. We've seen, not necessarily in basketball, but in football, big one. Henry Ruggs
Yeah, that one.
torched his career when he was in Las Vegas. The Alvin Kamara situation. With those, Sin City, you have to draft based off of, hey, I know that my guy's not going to go do something stupid on his off day.
What I'm
I
hearing
know
is
that
keep John Morant far away from Las Vegas,
I
Nevada.
I think he would be a great Seattle Sonic.
Yeah.
I don't think that him or Zion should probably be in Las Vegas.
Oh my, keep Zion.
I-
Oh.
Out of Las Vegas. We talk about character concerns all the time, and how they play into a locker room. I'm not necessarily worried about the locker room. I'm worried about ending up in jail. I'm paying $45 million a year for Zion to be in prison. I don't know, man.
At that point, like, does the NBA void the contract if the player's in jail? Like, does
Guaranteed
that
money
mean,
is guaranteed.
guaranteed? Frig.
They
That's
didn't
awful.
void Terry Rozier. They didn't void Jonte Porter. I mean,
you're right.
They still got paid out. Shout out
Henry
Jonte
Ruggs
Porter.
is still a millionaire after
Yeah.
ending somebody's life as a rookie in the NFL.
He's going to come back too. That's the worst part.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna play
I saw
again.
that.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah, that's
watch
nuts.
football, and I know about the Henry Ruggs thing. It's crazy.
174. Shout out Stan Kroenke.
Okay. Last thing I want to talk about with expansion is I think this isn't really going to be a discussion. This is more just like a thought that I want to know if this is as exciting for you guys as it would be for me. But one of the things about expansion drafts historically is that because so many players are protected, you start to reach towards the later rounds. I actually, just before we started this podcast, I was watching a little bit of like a documentary about Steve Largent, Seattle Seahawk. And in 76, 77, when the Seahawks were a brand new franchise in the expansion draft, they actually traded a pick for Steve Largent. Rookie, never played a snap for the team that drafted him originally, and he ends up finishing his career as a Hall of Famer. This is a guy that you traded, I think, an 8th round pick for. There's not even 8 rounds in the NFL draft, so you pretty much get him for free. And he retires as the greatest receiver in football. At the time he retired, he was the best. In an NBA expansion, I guess this can be a discussion, but how likely is that kind of scenario? Because one of the arguments I hear against expansion is that there's not enough talent in the league to compensate for having 2 more teams.
Yeah, no.
Do we think that there's going to be those kinds of guys that you can pull from like a G League team or somebody who hasn't played a game in the NBA yet, and that they can actually have some kind of success?
Yeah, I think there's actually a lot more talent in basketball than there's ever been, and there's absolutely enough for 32 NBA teams. If you look at just Europe alone, guys like Spencer Dinwiddie, Lonnie Walker, Richaun Holmes are over there in Europe when they are very well NBA minutes guys or like end of bench guys, right? You look at the big three. Big three just signed like Derek Favors. Derek Favors has been a free agent in the NBA for like 6 years. And he's gotten like 2 10-day contracts in that time. The league just is so deep that there's not enough roster spots for all the talented players. And we're seeing rookies come in and not be able to contribute on NBA rosters because there's just too much talent in the league. So I think expansion is going to be fantastic for the NBA.
On top of that, I was going to say Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas was just
gosh.
waived by the Bucks. One of the purest scorers that I have ever watched. Now he doesn't pass.
There's got to be
setting
something.
it's not his game. But if you get him on a team where he can score 50, 40 a night. The stretches in Brooklyn where it was just him, he put up 44, 46, 44, 45, and he was averaging 40 about James Harden MVP season. That is Cam Thomas.
Averaging 40.
Yeah, I mean that's Cam Thomas. He won't swing the rock, but you put him on a team like the Sonics, he's going to go out there and give you 36 a night.
Dude,
started
and
swinging
him
the
and
ball, but
MPJ were on the same team for half a season.
that's
How did they
crazy.
do that?
That's crazy. They lost almost every game.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad to
Uh,
hear that there's enough talent to accommodate for these two expansion teams because I think that'll make the NBA more watchable in general when the talent is a little bit more distributed. We actually get to see guys play that deserve to play. So that's good. Jackson, you're my
Oh,
geography nerd. I want to know which team moves east in the event that Seattle and Vegas get teams. Which team that's in the Western Conference joins the Eastern Conference?
I mean, when it really comes down to it, they're just moving conferences. So, I mean,
So I think the two options right now are the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, I don't think they have a set one. I think they have a leading, but those are the two that they're going to pick from since they are on the eastern side.
yeah.
Which of those two teams feels more Eastern to you?
I don't know, I'd just say Memphis probably. Memphis feels. I mean, golly, that's so far east. It's crazy it's not already an Eastern team.
I will say, though, if
Well,
Minnesota goes to the Eastern Conference, they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals like every year
oh
for
yeah.
like 15 years. As long as Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards can breathe.
On top of the expansion draft, I was going to add this earlier, but I didn't really know how to time to fit it in. After the expansion draft, they get an automatic, like the two expansion teams get an automatic lottery pick. Since they won't be able to draft because they don't have a prior season spot, they automatically get a lottery pick. I think it's fifth and sixth. They do the regular lottery, and then 1 through 4 gets their spot, and then they get fifth and sixth. This is more Logan's niche than mine. This is one of the deepest freshman classes for NCAA players that we have seen in a long time. I mean, the top 3 consensus guys are freshmen. You know, they're going to come into the league at 19 or 20. And if they're going to be picked into well, and obviously not it's going to happen this year, but if it were to happen in 28, 29, and we can see this continuous getting younger, these guys that are doing one and done more because they can get that NIL money and be done, I think that we're going to see a lot more expansion to where eventually in 10 years from now, we're going to be trying to get to 34 teams.
Woof. 34 is an interesting number mathematically for divisions, but,
36.
36.
36 isn't bad.
We'll just round up.
There you
Could
go.
happen.
Get some. We maybe get some more in Canada. Who knows? But all right.
Yeah, because it went
Expansion.
great last time we went to Vancouver.
Yeah, shout out Vancouver, man. That's why they were in the Western Conference.
Shout out Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
That's a
Shout out
pull
the
when
first
the name sounds like it's Harry Potter spell. Okay, expansion is a fun topic. That lasted us half an hour. The next thing I want to get to is the tanking debate. Since I have moved to Salt Lake City, there's a lot of Jazz fans here, Logan included.
I hate the
A lot
Utah
of-
Jazz.
Most Jazz fans do right now because they're tanking. They're trying to tank. And the consensus that I hear is, why are the Jazz, winning when they're supposed to be losing? The lottery is supposed to prevent that losing on purpose to get a better draft pick, but it hasn't exactly worked. And I get asked a lot, why don't you watch basketball? And I'm like, well, now's not the time to get into it because everybody is tanking. Hey, hi, DeBonsta.
This is why we're doing it. This is why, right here.
How did that work out with you guys when you guys were trying to get Cooper Flag
Well, the
Oh.
NBA rigged it and gave it to Dallas, so we
to accommodate for the Luka trade? Is
we
that
got
what happened?
I mean, we ended up with Ace Bailey, who was like the pre-draft second overall pick, and then he dropped a fifth. So we basically got the second pick because
Yeah. And then
I
he
mean-
said, I don't want to play for the Jazz, and still got drafted to the Jazz.
and then he was like, "Yeah, my agent said that, and I fired my agent." So
Okay, as a basketball casual, I need somebody to explain to me how the lottery works because the way that I understand it is if you're one of the worst teams, you get randomly entered into a lottery and then maybe you pick first. Maybe
Yeah.
you pick second. Is that literally all it is?
Yep.
It just randomizes like the top 5, top 10?
top 16.
It's
Top
weighted,
16.
though. It's weighted.
It is
depending
heavily
on where you
weighted, yeah.
finished.
So
Okay.
the bottom 3 teams in the league all have a 14% chance of getting the first overall pick. And then after that, like the 4th team has like a 12% chance, then the 5th team has a 10.5% chance, and it just goes down from there. For example, last year, the reason a lot of people are saying the Cooper Flag draft was rigged was because Memphis was like the 10th worst team in the NBA. So they had like a 1% chance of pulling out.
1.8% chance of getting
1.8%.
first.
For them to jump that high, like that's only ever happened once before, and it was when Kyrie went to Cleveland to play with LeBron. So I think there might be a reason that the lottery exists, and it might be to keep the teams that the NBA wants people to watch relevant. Because let's be real, the NBA does not care if the Utah Jazz are good, one way or another. The NBA doesn't care about the small markets, because when the big markets are good, like when the Knicks are good, holy crap, man, Knicks fans are fun. And there's a lot of them that kind of just appear. But when the Knicks aren't good and the Nets are, there's like a lot more Nets fans, you know? It's just interesting. Like, I'm not saying that the draft lottery is totally and completely rigged, but I do think it is sometimes used as a tool to make the rich richer.
Yeah. And that's going to kind of go into this other concept, the gold plan, which I believe it has the same exact issue. But first off, I find it funny that the guy who created this gold plan draft lottery concept was named Adam Gold. I just think that's funny because, Adam Silver, right? Maybe Adam Bronze
It's like
is going to be the one to get it right.
Like reverse Adam Silver. Like not evil Adam
Adam
Silver.
Platinum.
He just had to one-up him.
Real. So this gold plan is currently in use by the Professional Women's Hockey League. And how it works is after a team is eliminated from playoff contention, teams would begin to earn draft ranking points for their wins and overtime losses. Because the worst teams would be eliminated first, they have more games to earn draft ranking points from. So when you're eliminated from the playoffs, every win or overtime loss gives you points towards getting the first overall pick. This hypothetically would work because the worst teams are eliminated first and they get a head start on these draft points. My big flaw with this is when a team is eliminated, they're then playing to win to get draft picks, which is great. You want to see your team win even when they're eliminated because you like your team. You don't want to root for them to lose to get better in the long run. It's better to root for them to win to get better in the long run. That's great to me. My issue is this feels like it would be rewarding the mediocre teams over the bad teams, because the mediocre teams are more likely to win their games after they are eliminated than a team that is bad. A truly bad team, after they're eliminated, continue to lose because they're truly bad, right? Like, For example, if this was happening in the NFL, the Raiders would be picking 12th instead of 1st because they suck so bad that they couldn't win even if they tried. That doesn't work. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on, do you think that this plan, this gold plan, has a chance of working in the NBA? Is it cooked? And if so, what do we propose to eliminate tanking? Because I feel, as an outsider in the NBA, somebody that's really kind of barely into it, that tanking makes it really hard for somebody to start watching basketball, because it feels like half the season is taken up by bad teams trying to get lottery picks.
Yeah, that's true. I think the biggest problem with the gold plan is that it takes the half of the season and just makes it the different half of the season that teams are losing on purpose. If this was in place, I think the current Utah Jazz roster is the best bad team in basketball. So if they just did all the surgeries and stuff at the start of the season, sat everyone, lost a ton of games, and then came out and won 41 straight games after being eliminated from playoff contention for the first pick, that is probably what would happen, and I think it'd be worse. Teams tank after their season goes poorly, right? With this gold plan, teams would decide to tank before the season even started and ruin a season far in advance.
Random interjection. This guy, Adam Gold, PhD alum of Mizzou. Shout out Mizzou.
It's a Mizzou reference. Shout out Stan Kroenke.
Shout out Stan Kroenke.
So Adam Silver is known as one of the, how do I say this appropriately? He really likes tournaments.
He's the worst.
He really likes tournaments. He will try to put in a tournament whenever he can. I think the most likely scenario is that we are going to get an end-of-the-year tournament between all of the lottery teams, and whoever wins that tournament is going to get the first overall pick. One of the most talked about plans between pretty much all of GMs is flattening the draft lottery odds.
That already happened, and it didn't work.
It didn't work, but they weren't actively tanking at this time. It was till, at that point, we were all still playing actual basketball. Well, we're not doing that anymore. We have lost the plot. Before the draft, when it was the ABA and the NBL, they had the free agent system. The free agent system was, look, you just graduated college. You get to pick whether you want. You still have the salary cap. You have to sign with a team if you want to play. College players were able to pick where they were wanted to go and still have to have that draft capital in mind. So they were, more often than not, the higher end ones going to play for the better or the worse teams because those worse teams had more money to spend. I don't know if that would work. I don't think it would. But I have seen quite a few people on the Twitter space talk about, hey, if we just let these college players choose where they want to go right out of college, they're going to have that choice. And it's eventually going to be the same as where we were at now. But you would still be playing real basketball. You would still be trying to compete every year, no matter what, game in, game out. You're not going to sit for load management. Load management was the big one. So yeah, those are the big three that I see a lot: the flattening the odds, the free agent system, I guess, and then the tournament is the one that I think is going to happen the most, more than likely. Adam Silver is a fiend for tournaments.
The tournament thing sounds almost exactly like the gold plan because it's going to favor the teams that are good enough to win games, and it's like the mediocre teams are going to be getting the best pick, and the bad teams are going to be getting the worst good picks.
It is, but the issue now is we don't know what a good team is. We don't know what a bad team is. I agree with Logan. I think that realistically, if they weren't trying to blatantly lose games, I think they could be at a 41-41 record by the end of the year right now, this year. I think they could have gone 41-41 if they didn't say, hey, well, we're not going to get a high playoff spot. We might be at the play-in. Let's just tank.
Let's give Yusuf Nurkic a nose surgery to fix his sleep apnea mid-season. Let's do that.
Yeah, like, are we serious? We're going to rest all of our starters, and then it's just it's bad. And we can point to the NFL and say, oh, well, that's the trademark. Oakland threw against the Giants in the Raiders-Giants game. They tanked on purpose. Like, there is evidence of tanking in the NFL as well. It's not just the NBA. It plagues all sports outside of baseball. You don't really get any. There's no draft trading. There's no, you can't trade picks. You don't have any capital. You draft where you were, so you want to succeed unless you're really, really bad and then you just whatever. But there's no salary cap in baseball, so it's a different beast. Yeah,
that's a topic for another day. That needs to be resolved. But Jackson,
another $1 billion to the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Lockout 2027, baby. We will not have Major League Baseball.
I hope that's wrong. Jackson, did you see what Logan sent?
I sent the Shams tweet that was after the league meeting. They discussed 3 potential tanking plans, like anti-tanking plans, and they're all very confusing.
Yeah, I'd seen it, and just none of it really seems that great. I mean, when it really comes down to it, it's been a problem for a long time. Like, I don't think we'll find a silver bullet.
Yeah, teams have been tanking since like the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the free agency thing is the most interesting.
I agree.
Just because I think there's then zero reason for any team to tank. What we know is that will probably stop teams from tanking. If we're really looking at the only problem is we want teams to not just lose on purpose, that's probably the best way to do it. Obviously, there's other repercussions that come from doing that.
Like the inevitable death of all small market teams. Like, who would willingly go play in Milwaukee or Indianapolis when you can go to LA or Las Vegas or...
Well, if they've got more money to spend, there is a salary cap in basketball. If they've got more money to spend.
Yeah, but Nike doesn't have a salary cap. Nike can dump $50 million into a rookie's shoe deal and say, hey, if you guys go play in Los Angeles, we'll give you a $50 million deal.
And I mean, the last time that they had that system, they didn't have, sponsorships. You weren't getting endorsements. You weren't getting paid. There's no name and image and likeness. There was, hey, look, we're going to give you the Kawhi treatment, and you're going to have a tree-growing company and make $19 million under the table. It was all, hey, this is what we've got. This is all we can do.
So I think that the free agency thing, it sounds like, as a concept, outside of the third-party endorsements, it sounds like salary cap and then also the leveling of the play might be able to make that work for the small market teams. Because let's say, you want to go to the Lakers or you want to go to the new Vegas team because it's a great place to live. It's nice climate, maybe it's close to home, whatever, but they don't have any room on their roster. They can't afford, a top draft pick. They can't pay him what he feels then you start looking to the other teams because, let's say that this works, and the teams aren't tanking. So they're all a little bit better than they have been historically. Maybe the Jazz are a fringe playoff team because they're not losing on purpose. Okay, I can go to Utah because it's, relatively close to Vegas and they're not horrible. They're not the way that they are right now with their record as tanking. They're, middle of the pack.
They got cool
they can
jerseys.
afford me. Yeah. Yeah. Those new city ones, the blue gradient ones,
Oh, no.
those are sick.
Oh, no.
Those are sick.
I'm talking about the regular purple mountains.
Those two.
Just like the white and purple.
Chef's Kiss.
Yeah,
they brought them
they're
back.
They're good.
Man.
I forgot that they brought those back.
The white and purple with the gradient mountains. Oh my gosh! Don't play
The
with
Karl
me, man.
Malone
Those are
jerseys,
beautiful.
Logan.
No. They're new. They're a refresh. They're a remix.
Was that Pistol Pete
We don't
era?
mess with Karl Malone no more. No, they're brand new. Like they're a new thing.
But the OG ones. Were those
No,
Pistol Pete era?
It was Stockton Malone.
It was the Karl Malone jerseys.
It
They
was
just
Stockton Malone
distanced
was the OG
themselves
mountains.
from Mr.
But-
13.
Like I understand the optimism, Benjamin, but like realistically, we've seen this problem. Literally, players have opted out of being traded to Utah. No notable free agent has ever signed with the Utah Jazz. What makes you think that rookies would come here? Rookies
They have to. If they want to
that's
showcase. Like, if you want to go to play somewhere in like Miami, you've got to show that you can prove it on the Jazz. You've got to lead a Jazz team to 50 wins. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to go to those, big market teams like the Knicks. The Knicks aren't going to pick you, buddy.
It's like with the free agent thing, it's like who else can afford you? The good teams are already paying good players.
If I've learned one thing about sports since the inclusion of NIL, it's that loyalty doesn't really exist. People don't care about playing good sports. They just want money. Money is everything.
NIL and the baseball salary cap issue are some beasts that need to be handled soon. That is killing sports.
Nike doesn't want good players to be in Utah or Milwaukee or Indianapolis. Gatorade doesn't want that. That's where the real money is in basketball, especially for rookies who can only get paid $4 million in their first 2 years, right?
See, but here's the question. It's like, let's say you're a top 10 projected pick in this case, in this scenario, a non-existent draft. You're one of the top 10 players coming out of college. And you have the opportunity to sign with Utah for the maximum rookie contract. Or you can take a major pay cut. You can make a quarter of that and play for a team that you would rather play for. Would you rather be a bench player there or make more money being a starter in Utah?
Well, I think, you bring up a good point. You want it to make sense. You want it to work. But it's the sponsorships, man.
Yeah.
The maximum rookie deal is like $4 million. And the minimum rookie deal is $1 million. That's the most money that most of these college kids have ever going to touch in their lives up to that point, save maybe like AJ DeMatza. But they're not going to care. They're not going to care because they're going to get approached by the big sponsors. That's what they're going to want.
All right. I get you.
I don't think that they get to a second contract, though, if they are, at the bottom of a bench. I think you have to think about what a kid wants in terms of what is my legacy going to be. Is my legacy going to be 4 years of being a backup for Jalen Brunson or being a backup for Luka? Or am I going to go try and beat Stockton's assist record in the middle of Utah and try and say, hey, look, I proved I can do it here. Send me to Miami. Let me make the I can do it anywhere.
We don't acknowledge sometimes that, like you said, a lot of them just want money. But at the same time, the players, a lot of times they just want a ball. Anthony Edwards, he's been in Minneapolis. He's doing great. He's having the time of his life. Would he rather be in LA? Maybe. Just the city.
That boy is going to be in Atlanta the second he gets the chance.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So,
SGA is leaving the Thunder to go to play in Canada in 4 years.
Fun in Toronto.
All right. Let's talk some March Madness real quick, and then we'll take a break. We'll take a break after we talk some March Madness. Who wants to talk about their bracket first?
Well, I don't really want to talk about my bracket, but I'll talk about my team. The Utah State Aggies were not a 9 seed.
They played better against Arizona than any team in the tournament so far.
We had Arizona, the best team in the tournament, on the ropes until that one guy, until Braden Burries hit that ridiculous 3-pointer, and then it was just over. But it was a 4-point game with like 3 minutes left. No other team has gotten even close to that. And Utah State was a 9 seed. Disgraceful. Yeah. And because of that, our coach leaves because he felt disrespected by the selection committee. It's over.
Man.
Bryce James is inevitable.
Bryce James. Shout out Bryce James.
Shout out Bryce.
Maybe
he'll
Arizona,
get a minute
I have
next
Arizona
year.
winning it all. They're elite. They're a great team.
Bang.
Bear down.
That's one of the only games that I've really watched super closely. Just because I was like, I checked the score and I'm like, whoa, wait, why are the Aggies actually playing close? And so I turned it on, and it had me sweating. I was like, no way. Are we really going to get eliminated by the Aggies? Well, dude, I'm a Tucson boy. Like, when I see the Wildcats about to get eliminated after... I remember my senior year of high school. I remember, I think it was Joe Biden picked U of A to win it all. And then didn't they get first rounded that year, Jackson?
Hey, shout out Joe Biden.
Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton.
Joe Biden.
They've never beat Mizzou in the tournament.
Does anybody actually have a bracket doing well
up
right now? How is everybody's bracket on the
It
real?
sounded like yours was doing well, Benjamin.
Dude, I had the craziest comeback. I'm in a small bracket group, and
Pool.
Yeah, pool. There's the word. I don't know ball when it comes to college hoops, and so I kind of picked them off of vibes, and then some of them I picked it off of there was a couple where I was like, I don't know who this team is. Like I've never heard of this school, but my bracket went from 10th place out of 12 to first because I correctly predicted Tennessee upsetting Iowa State, and obviously this was before the injury. And then I predicted UConn over Duke, and that put me from I was rocking 75% picks right, and now I'm up to almost 94%.
See, here's the thing.
It was nuts.
It swings. I didn't realize how fast it swings until this year because I was in the 94th percentile, 1st through 5th in every bracket group I was in, and then I got 3 of the Elite 8 games wrong. Arizona and Michigan are my only teams left. It's Jover. Hey, shout out Joe Biden, though.
Shout out Joe Biden.
Shout out-
My big
out
whiff
Sleepy
was, I talked about this in the last episode, but I had Florida advancing to the Natty, and yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, Todd
that's
Golden
fatal.
likes minors, and Florida Florida choked.
Shout out to Oliver Rue. 7'9", got 2 minutes.
Shout out Oliver Rue in the transfer portal.
You said he likes minors.
That's
Is this
true.
another Karl Malone reference, or is that a real thing?
Todd Golden. Yeah, Todd Golden was Florida's coach. He may or may not be
Karl
an
Malone
alleged
reference.
minor liker.
I also like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So, how's your bracket doing, Jackson?
Pretty buns, really bad.
You had a handwritten one, right? Like a printed piece of
Yeah,
paper.
So tough.
yeah, man.
Or
It's I've got just Arizona's the only team I got left. If they win the championship, they're my only hope. This is a bad bracket. My
Who's in your Final
was
Four?
atrocious. My Final Four was Arizona against Illinois State or Iowa State. Sorry, Iowa State.
Never
and then
trust
Duke
Iowa State.
against Houston.
Duke and Houston.
I liked Iowa State because they gave us so many troubles against the U of A when they kept it tight. We had to scratch and claw to beat them. They've got the best shooting team in the country maybe. So, I thought they got a shot, but nah. Pretty bad.
Adam, how's your bracket?
I made one, and I had Mizzou winning it all. Well, they got bounced in the first round, so
Yeah.
I stopped looking after they lost.
Same thing with BYU.
Ripped all my homies who had BYU going to the Elite Eight because they thought it was their year or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was me actually. I had BYU losing to Arizona in the Elite Eight for some reason. Literally the only reason I selected BYU to make it to the Elite Eight is because at the station I work at, the sports host mentioned BYU and he said, with Richie in the lineup, this is an Elite Eight team. And I said, okay, why not? All right, they don't got Richie, but we got DeBonsta.
Gulp.
I don't like BYU fans
Yeah, it
talk
didn't
about
happen.
Richie Saunders like he was the Jimmer Fredette and Michael Jordan and friggin' Tom Brady all combined. Like they were like, oh, but if we had Richie, we would have won the national championship. Like no, I'm pretty sure you guys had some pretty bad losses with Richie Saunders. So
Like the greatest second option in college basketball history.
yeah, like Michael Jordan was at UNC.
Hey, he's a better college basketball player than LeBron, and that's all that matters.
True, very true. Richie's great. By the way, Richie's
I
great.
am a better college basketball player than LeBron.
Shout out Jackson, man. That's true.
Dude, me and LeBron have the same amount of minutes in college. Just want to say that.
And so does Bryce.
Shout out Bryce James for the second time this podcast. Man,
Bryce James, currently on an NCAA team, has the same amount of minutes as his father did, who never wins.
He's redshirting, guys. He's redshirting. He can't play.
Well, he didn't really have much of an option.
He got forced into redshirting.
A guy
right.
in my ward has more minutes than him.
Shout out Church Ball.
Ciao, church ball.
Okay, we're gonna stop here for the first half of the show. We're gonna take a quick break. We're just gonna do a quick draft, and then we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Welcome back to Ball Knowledge, the podcast. We're starting our second half of the show, which isn't really a half, as you could probably tell. Otherwise, we'd be going on for days. We're gonna do a draft, and the draft that we're gonna be doing might get a little bit interesting, but we're going to do the handsome athlete draft. So we're going to go snake style as they appear on my screen. Each of us is going to get 3 picks, handsome athletes. At the end, we'll kind of do a little vote on who has the handsomest draft pool. So hopefully you know your handsome athletes, or hopefully you don't, depending on how you want to view this.
So are you up
But-
first, Ben?
No, Jackson's going to be up first.
Okay.
He's first on my screen, which is the screen that the audience sees. I'm just going to keep it simple. So it's going to be Jackson, Adam, Logan, me, Logan, Adam, Jackson.
Yeah.
So this can be is any sport, right?
Any sport, retired, today,
Okay.
doesn't
Well,
matter.
I think this should be. I feel like I don't know if you guys thought of him, but the consensus number 1. If I can go my first draft pick with my first overall pick, the one Karl Malone. The one and only
Malone.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
CR7.
It's gotta be.
See,
It's gotta be.
seeing it pop up on my phone lifetime is wow, dream within a dream.
so I don't think that's a bad take, but every time I see Ronaldo, I think of that horrible like bust of his face. That one really, really bad one.
That is the greatest.
I don't know
metal
if
creation.
searching Ronaldo bust is a good idea, but
I can't think of.
Am I the only one that feels like Messi Moggs Ronaldo? Like
this
I think
picture
you
right
might be
here,
the only
dude, is so.
Okay, I'm gonna look up. I can look up Cristiano Ronaldo hot.
are we really doing this?
Shout out Ben Simmons, man.
Shout out Ben Simmons.
Ben was low key
Down
handsome
there.
in his prime.
Yeah, I don't
And then he
think that's a bad-
passed on a wide open layup.
Do not look up Cristiano Ronaldo hot.
What did you find?
Just don't. If you're interested, if you're curious, go ahead.
If you're listening at home, do not try this at home. All right, Adam, with the second pick in the handsome athlete draft.
My fault. Oh, who posted Karl Malone? That's crazy. I gotta go with the demon, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen?
Ray Allen?
Ray Allen.
Let's
All right.
look at this one. What we got going on? Okay.
I mean, he's a dude. Yeah.
Should have gone with bald Ray Allen. Silly me.
Should go with bald Ray Allen for sure.
Adam's tanking this year. He's gonna get
Yeah,
a better
I don't
pick
know, I
in
don't know
the,
about the pick. He's a guy. You know,
in the
he's not bad
next
looking.
week's draft. All right, my turn. Yeah, just pack it up. Give me Kelly.
Yeah,
I
I
had
felt
him
like that
on
was
deck.
too easy.
Kelly
Yeah, I
light
had him
skin
on deck.
stare Oubre. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. There's handsomer light skins. Peep
Oh.
my pick.
Is it what you're
Sorry,
about to
light
send in
skin
right
master.
now?
Yes, sir. With my pick.
If it's LaMelo, I swear.
No, dude.
It better not be LaMelo.
Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, that's a handsome dude. Yeah, I can't
That
even,
is.
I can't even be mad at it. That's a very handsome man right there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wore his jersey today. Julio is a handsome man with those
Oh man,
eyes, dude.
what's better than this, man? Guys getting together and just being dudes.
Heck yeah.
I might
Talking about-
swerve in
talking
that
about-
corner. Whoa.
Sports.
Dudes being bros.
Yes, sir.
All right, go again.
All right. My next pick, this is one that I'm excited about, but
Oh.
one of the most
Okay.
handsome dudes. Hey, whoa. Why can't I find the picture I was thinking of? Give me 1 second.
Man, you gotta send another one in. Julio Rodriguez low key risen me up right now.
Dude, Julio
He's-
Rodriguez is my Pookie Wookie, and I won't let anybody.
He's mugging so hard in that picture. He's looking
Look
at
at
me.
those
I'm like,
cheekbones, bro. That's crazy.
You just got mogged by
his
the
eyes are like yellow.
J-Rod show.
It's like so intrigued.
With my second round pick in the handsome athlete draft. I feel like this is a pretty easy one, but Bryce Harper. Are you kidding me?
Someone's been
My
picking.
Washed.
Mormon goat.
Yeah, top 10 Mormon of all time. Bryce Harper. Not only is he super handsome, but this guy's just a baller.
Good baseball.
Like when you
player,
watch
yeah.
Bryce Harper play, you're watching some good ball.
You're some good ball. Consistent.
Okay, my turn?
Consistent.
Yes, sir, Logan. You're back
I'm
up.
ready to go. Give me NBA Prince Charming Corey Kispert.
Oh. Okay.
No,
3-and-D demon, by the way.
I don't know anything about this guy, but looking at him, this guy knows how to do the renegade on TikTok.
He's a handsome dude. Yeah. Probably has a lot of Instagram followers. Probably. I don't know actually. I can check if you guys want, but
All right, Adam.
Frick, man, I got more. I have so many ideas for this. No homo though. No. Pause.
I went with Tiger Woods.
Oh no.
Is this his most recent? Is this his mugshot from this
Most
week?
recent motion.
This is correct. That would be correct.
His last mugshot was sensational because he looked like Russell Wilson after throwing an interception on the goal line in the Super Bowl. This one looks like it's something
Don't
out of
worry,
The Office.
I saved my best for last. Don't worry. I've got a winner.
Oscar, the gay guy from The Office, because that's kind of what this picture looks like to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Jackson.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. These guys look almost identical. But this was the international heartthrob that brought soccer to the United States. David Beckham.
Oh, what a great pick.
Yeah,
Stellar pick.
David.
That's-
just look.
that's
at
a dude right there.
David Beckham is
That is a-
incredibly
that is a
yeah.
man.
David Beckham is just a dude.
Guy's
I
guy
love
too.
David Beckham.
I mean, hey, generational talent that sparks.
What's this in the bottom
soccer
corner,
here.
Jackson?
Hey, David Beckham.
You couldn't find a real picture of him?
Is that an
I didn't
AI
notice.
generated
There's another
picture
one.
of David Beckham?
Here's another
Oh,
one.
There
there's
we
a real
go.
picture of David Beckham.
And I
Oh,
like
good
that
thing you
one's
had
better
two on
anyways.
deck.
Now this guy looks
I had
like
another one
he
there.
has a great cologne brand.
Yeah.
He just looks
What
like he
up?
knows ball. Like he looks like he wears a good cologne and has like a good savings account.
Yeah,
David Beckham's
he's
the
got a-
man.
Solid 401k. Okay. My next pick.
Richie Incognito.
Don't be sussed out by the pick.
Oh dear.
What do you mean by that?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon. Okay, that's
Okay.
actually a good pick. Saquon is a handsome
Oh, you picked
fella.
that one and not the
Man, he's
Not
swole.
the fully
What the heck?
nude.
yeah, not the SI swimsuit.
SI. Yeah, that I didn't look up Saquon hot, or else I would have found that one.
Shout out Stan Kroenke. This is somehow Stan Kroenke's fault.
Jackson.
All right.
This is a great pick. Saquon is a
It all
handsome
comes
chap.
back to the Kronk.
I
That's
love
true.
like insurance commercials that he's in. He's a handsome fella.
He's
So
a
shout out
good-looking dude.
Saquon.
Oh, shout out Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
sleeper pick.
no, I was awake.
Fully aware.
All
of
right,
that
Adam,
pick.
you're up next.
Okay, now lock in.
Which one is the arrow pointing to?
Is
I
it
don't know.
me
I
or
don't think it
Benjamin?
matters. Well,
It's like- definitely
this might be a
Logan.
combination of both. Yeah, we'll just go with Logan. It's the wolf is at Logan's head.
Oh, good. Yeah. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it.
That's a good pick.
This was my runner-up.
Nice.
Shout out to the locker room bully, Richie Incognito.
This guy has never said the N-word in his life.
Gosh.
I think your picks are making me look gay.
Yeah, well, I don't think my picks were doing that. I think that might be your picks.
All right.
This
All
is
right.
a-
Okay,
Webatron.
last
Look
pick.
inward. Look inward.
Yeah, y'all just mad I'm
That's a
too
double
good at
entendre.
this.
No, Jackson, you've had some good picks.
I got
Ooh.
Not the
croissant.
French demon of COVID-19.
my croissant. My massively tall French man, king of the glow up, Rudy Gobert. Rudy used to be chopped for real, and now he's bald. So now he is again. But
He got re-chopped.
Shut up, Ray Allen.
He got diced.
Rudy was a handsome dude for like 5 years in there, and now he's not. But shout out Joe Ingles for that one interview where he gets Rudy's entire butt shown on camera in the locker room.
Hey, why is Joe Ingles not on this list?
Oh, Adam, you should have been all over that, man.
All right. I got a sleeper pick.
Jameer
What y'all know
Gibbs.
about Jack Lambert?
There it is.
He looks
it
like
is.
a Viking.
Why has no one sent in Ndamukong Suh?
Oh man, that's a handsome fella right there. No, yeah, Jack Lambert. There's a lot to love here about just what
lot
a
to
handsome
work with.
fellow he is. You ever see like a house like in the Midwest and you're like,
No.
that's
Yeah.
got
I could
potential.
gentrify this neighborhood, is what you're thinking.
And you see, Jack Lambert, I feel like there's
Owns a
potential.
car detailing company.
You look at him and you say, I can fix him.
Yeah.
You can't fix him.
Shout out to Inferny Simons.
All right, I have a real pick.
Shout out
I have a real
Markel
pick.
Fultz. I can
Ah,
fix him.
don't, man.
J. Cole wrote a song about him.
Man,
What a
it's too
demon.
soon. It's too soon.
It's not late enough.
Markel, man.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Pookie
Oh,
JSN.
Victor would be a good pick for this.
Or, hey,
That's my
he's a
French
learned
man.
he's a learned and cultured man.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, boys.
double
Who
entendre.
won this draft? With the first pick, we had Ronaldo. Good pick. Adam, do you want to defend this pick again? Because
Ray Allen is my goat. Rebounded by Bosch, back out to Allen.
Bang.
all right.
Yeah, bang.
Shout out to
say
Ray
so.
Allen in all 4 stages of life. When he had hair, when he had some hair, when he had little hair, and now. That's
Big bald.
That's a real one.
He's big ballin' with a D.
Big bald.
Logan, this is a good pick.
Hey, thanks.
I think he's got a lot of Julio in him. He got the same
True.
eyes.
But I think Julio Rodriguez takes a first round vote personally.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I like the
Julio wins
GQ
that.
logo here too because that's fitting for the face.
I'll tally up our points. Let's take a vote. You can't vote for your own. Who wants to vote for Ronaldo?
Ignore this guy. Ignore that guy.
Let's
Leave him
not.
alone.
Let's never ignore
How about
him.
Ray Allen? Who's voting for Ray Allen?
All right.
Who got Kelly Oubre? Okay, 1
I
point
do.
for Kelly Oubre.
Because he
And
has to. That's
Julio,
unfortunate.
Julio, yeah,
J-Rod.
3
All
points.
right, all right. Then we got
Mr.
Bryce Harper.
Centerfield. No. L.
What's this guy's name again?
Corey
Corey
Kispert.
Kispert.
All right, we got Tiger,
Tiger's got to get a point.
and then we got Beckham, and not Odell. Odell would have not been a bad pick in this draft, by the way.
Shout out to what he asked that woman to do to his chest.
All right, Logan, you want to leave some votes again?
Yeah. Okay, Bryce Harper. Crickets. Corey Kispert.
What, Corey?
2 votes for Big Core. Tiger Woods.
Logan, this is Logan. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna raise your hand. You wanna raise your hand?
I got David Beckham. So
Okay, fine.
That one's a tie.
yeah. Okay, 2
All
points
right.
for Jackson there.
Now we got Saquon.
What are the
That's got
options
my vote
again?
already. Saquon.
Okay.
We got Logan Weber,
Logan.
Richie Incognito, Rudy,
Actually, you can't vote
and
for
JSN.
Logan. I'm not a professional athlete, so I don't qualify.
He sent in a backup.
We
sorry.
Oh, is that Adrian Wojnarowski?
Yeah, this Woj.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Woj
Woj
bomb.
and SVP or Watch Bomb in the
SVP.
chat.
Is the baldest man on the air.
Hey,
He's been
What's
doing it
that
for a
one
long
guy?
time. He's been bald for a good time.
hey, how about
Yeah.
that one reporter for the NFL that literally shows up if you type in NFL ears?
Hey,
Why
shout
do
out
you
to
know
my guy.
this?
Shout out
Because
to
I don't know
NFL.
his name, and that's what I had to Google, and he showed
Shout
up.
out to NFL.
Shout out
ears.
to NFL ears.
I don't think I can shout him out. I'm gonna have to sit this one out, guys. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
he would hear you if you did, and that's what matters.
You don't gotta shout very loud.
He's got
Okay.
direct
Let's
TV edition.
let's wrap this one up.
All right. We got Saquon. That's
Saquon
my
Barkley,
vote. That's my vote. We got Richie Incognito.
Richard Incognito, Rudy Gobert.
I gotta go with Rudy.
And JSN.
Pookie.
That's Pookie right there.
I'm sorry. I messed up. I
You forgot to vote?
I forgot to vote, but just cast my vote for Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that's valid.
Gentlemen, we have a 3-way tie.
I
How
wonder
does
if
this
it's me.
happen?
The
they
final
voted.
result. The final result
I'm
is
in
as
there.
follows. In fourth place with 0 points. We have we have
Tiger
Adam.
Woods couldn't do it.
Great work,
Tiger.
Adam, on the Ray
Tiger.
Allen poll. But after that, I think after the reaction of the Ray Allen, I think you just gave up. And yeah,
I did. I had Mason win in there. He's a pretty handsome guy.
yeah. You know
I
what?
had to pivot.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
In the first place, we have me, Benjamin, and Jackson, all with 4 points each.
We got to do a speed run round.
A tiebreaker.
Speed run round. Winner takes all here. Adam is the only one casting a vote.
I have.
Oh, well, I can't see for like implicit bias or whatever. So like, how do I? I'll turn around. Oh, notification. Instagram. I'm gonna guess that was Logan because he said he had like 5.
You would be right. I was first.
All right, Jackson. We need you.
I
We need
think
you
that
now.
says more about you than anything.
What can I say? I know ball.
If I threw in Matthew Maher in this round, would that count?
I don't think he's a professional sports athlete.
But
On
would
the
it?
basis of not voting Logan alone. Logan with the wolf emoticon. I mean, come on now. Whoever puts Carl Malone automatically wins.
Holy!
We are not putting Carl Malone.
Oh, Jackson, that's cheating. All right, Adam.
Okie dokie.
Just look at the screen because I just have the picture pulled up.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Who's next? Brian Wu. Asian goat.
That's a handsome dude right there.
Yeah, that is cheating. That's the winner. You can't beat Jimmy Garoppolo.
You cannot beat Jimmy G.
That's the.
I don't know how he didn't go. I don't know how he didn't go before.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't pick Jimmy Garoppolo because I was 100% sure someone else was going to. And then by
Me
the
too.
time we got into the game, I just didn't go download another picture.
Like he was just too easy. If not him, I was gonna go Travis Kelce.
I had Travis
That's a
Kelce.
classic.
I scouted the Travis Kelce pick. You know,
I really
Travis
thought-
Kelce.
he's married to he's about to be married, or is he married to Taylor Swift?
No,
No, they're getting
Oh yeah,
married.
he's about to be married
It's
to the
gonna be
most powerful
just
woman in the world.
Ridiculous, obscene wedding of all time.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the second episode of Ball Knowledge, the podcast. Congratulations to Jackson for winning the handsomest athlete draft.
I don't know. This
feels
is
like a
something I
loss.
wanted to win. I don't know how this reflects on me, but I did it.
Hey, you had polls from football. You had a poll in,
Soccer.
yeah, and you had 2 soccer polls.
2 soccer and 2 football.
Wow.
No one else
Some
went
might
soccer.
say that's for football.
Yeah.
They would be
Incorrect
wrong.
people would say that, actually.
Shout out to City.
British people.
The city. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Great time talking about basketball and then some handsome dudes, and some of them overlapping.
Get out there and know some
Shout
ball.
out Rudy.
Shout out Rudy.
Gobert. That's a Rudy Gobert reference, the only one that I know.
Oh, good
All right.
reference. Good poll.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If anybody did, follow us on the socials. And, yeah, peace out.
Later.